Hey children, hope you have done the first part of the video prepared on the lesson Lost Spring Stories of Stolen Childhood. Today, in this part, I am going to explain some of the difficult concepts and important questions and their answers. I hope you will like it and study well. According to the author, what explanation do people offer for not wearing chappal? Answer. According to the author, people offer the explanation that it is their tradition to remain barefoot and not to wear shoes or chappals. What is the difference between the adult's view and the children's view regarding the heaps of garbage? According to the author, for the adults, garbage means their livelihood, the way of earning bread. Whereas for the children, garbage is wrapped in wonder. The children expect to find money and other valuable items in the garbage heaps. Why does the author say that Simapuri is near to Delhi but far away metaphorically? Answer. Simapuri is situated at the outskirts of Delhi, but though it is very near to Delhi geographically, it is far away from the civic amenities of the capital city. People live here in small transit huts with roofs of tin and tarpaulin. The children of this place do not go to school because they do not have any school in their neighborhood. Explain the story told by the man from UDP. The author tells a story once told by the man from UDP. As a young boy, he prayed to God in a temple for getting a pair of shoes. God granted his prayer, and after that, he prayed to God for retaining them forever. But after many years, when the author herself went to UDP, she saw that the new priest's son was throwing away his beautiful uniform and shoes. God granted shoes for these boys, but the ragpicker boys, Sahib and his friends, will always remain barefoot. Who are the people living in Simapuri? Explain the miserable condition of the people living here. The people living in Simapuri are the people who left Bangladesh back in the 1971 and started to live in this area. More than 10,000 families live without any civic amenities, devoid of sewage, drainage systems. The people live in small transit huts with roofs of tin and tarpaulin. The children of this place do not go to school because they do not have any school in their neighborhood. Picking rags is the only way to earn their livelihood. Children grow in them and become partners in the survival struggle of their parents. How do you know that Sahib wanted to enjoy the childhood happiness like any normal child? answer to the question is Sahib was looking intently at the players playing tennis. He was wearing a pair of discarded tennis shoes. He played with the swing in the park. Like any other normal child, Sahib was also eager to play the game of tennis, but it was far away from his reach. So he was happy or satisfied to play with the swing in the park. What vocation did Sahib choose at last? Answer: Sahib chose the vocation of a helper in a tea stall. He did not remain the owner of his own self anymore. Was Sahib happy working in the tea stall? Sahib was not happy working in the tea stall. He lost his freedom as a child and became a bonded servant. He had to carry heavy canister to fetch milk for his master. Who was Mukesh? Where did he live? Answer: Mukesh was a bangle maker who was engaged in the bangle making industry unlawfully with more than other 20,000 children of the families of the bangle makers. Mukesh is the next part of the lesson Lost Spring Stories of Stolen Childhood. Mukesh lives in Firozabad and his family is one of the bangle makers. What was the aim in life of Mukesh? Is it possible for Mukesh to realize his dream? Answer: Mukesh's dream is to become a motor mechanic. Mukesh may not be able to achieve his dream. He has to walk a long distance to reach the garage. Besides, he has to face a number of obstacles in the form of sahukars, middlemen, bureaucrats, lawmakers, politicians, etc. However, his will to work hard and his strong determination could enable him to achieve his dream. Together with this, Mukesh also has to face the stigma of caste, which is inherent in the families of the bangle makers. Describe the house where Mukesh lived. Answer: Mukesh lived in a very miserable hut with thatched roof, with wobbly doors and walls, along with his brother, sister-in-law, and his father. The sister-in-law cooks food at firewood stove for the men in the house. They coexist with animals in the primitive state. Narrate how the bangle makers slogged day and night making bangles in the most unhealthy condition. Answer: the bangle makers work in dark cells near hot furnaces, soldering pieces of glass into bangles. Their eyes are more adjusted to dark
and they often lose eyesight. Young boys and girls sit with their parents next to the flickering flame of the oil lamps and make bangles. The dust coming from polishing glass also causes blindness in the bangle makers. Therefore, at a very early age, the bangle makers become blind. What is the God given lineage? The God given lineage is the hierarchical inheritance of the people which they accept as their destiny. The bangle makers, like Mukesh's grandmother, accept their destiny determined profession of bangle making as God given lineage. What is the stigma of caste? Answer: stigma of caste is the false belief among people regarding the caste they are born into. The bangle makers did not want to change their hazardous profession only because of traditional caste based mentality. So they carry on their hazardous work only because they are born to the bangle maker's caste. What is the vicious cycle? Answer: the vicious cycle is the spiral of poverty starting from apathy to greed and greed to poverty. The sahukars or money lenders lend money at a very high rate of interest. The middlemen sell the bangles at a high price in the market, but the bangle makers are paid very less for their work. As a result, they cannot send their children to school and get education so that they can change their profession. Policemen, administration, law courts do not help them. The bangle makers do not have the courage to organize themselves. Both old and new generations are helpless due to the exploitation. What was the significance of Mukesh's dream? Answer: the bangle makers of Firozabad were so burdened by the mind numbing toil that they lost their ability to dream. But unlike them, Mukesh dares to dream. He dreams to become a motor mechanic and to drive a car. These make the author feel cheerful at the flash of daring she noticed in Mukesh. Besides this, Mukesh's dream is a very significant one because he dares to dream in spite of all the baggage and burden that is imposed on the children of the bangle makers. What is the significance of the title Lost Spring? Answer: lost spring means the loss of the childhood of the children. Childhood is the time to build the future with educational activities. They enjoy childhood fun with friends. Therefore, childhood is the best period of a human being's life. But these children do not get the opportunity to enjoy their childhood. They spend their best period of life as child laborers. Childhood is considered as the spring season of life. Hence, the title Lost Spring is very significant for the stories of Sahib and Mukesh, who lost their childhood to become child laborers. These are the main important areas of the lesson which I have discussed just now. There are more points like the use of literary terms in this prose and some other areas. We will discuss them in the next video class. Thank you.